HarperCollins presents The Sirens by Emilia Hart. Read by Felicity Rose, Fiona Kennedy, Kate Winter. Historical note. In 1788, a fleet of 11 British ships landed on a shore almost 10,000 miles from England. The ships carried convicts whom the overburdened British prison system could no longer hold. A significant minority hailed from Ireland, which had been under British colonial rule for centuries. Exiled from their homelands, the convicts were put to work to create a new penal colony called New South Wales. Over the next 80 years, British authorities transported thousands of convicts to New South Wales and the nearby colonies of, as they were then called, Van Diemen's Land, Brisbane, and the Swan River Colony. In 1901, these and other surrounding colonies united to become Australia. The first Australians, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, had thrived on the land for millennia before the arrival of those ships. It is estimated that over 250 languages, reflecting distinct nations with distinct cultures, were spoken in Australia prior to 1788. British invasion was devastating for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Their lands were taken from them. Many lost their lives to colonial violence and imported disease. Following 1788, First Nations peoples were subject to racist policies that aimed to assimilate them into white Australian society, an attempt to deprive them of their language and culture as well as their land. The effects of this are still felt today. This is a painful legacy, and one that is not mine to write about, nor is it my place to write about the enduring agency of First Nations peoples and their conservation of language, culture, and connection to country. I would encourage you to seek out their stories. The Australian Institute of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Studies, accessible at aiatsis.gov.au, is a good place to start.
Acknowledgement of country. Coma Bay is a fictional place, inspired by my treasured memories of staying with family in Bateman's Bay, on the south coast of New South Wales. I would like to acknowledge the Walbunja people, the traditional custodians of that land, and pay my respects to elders both past and present. The ocean has its silent caves. Nathaniel Hawthorne, The Ocean. Part 1. Prologue. She breathes in time with the sea. In. The waves crash against the rocks, frothing through the mouth of the cave, icy on her toes, her shaking thighs. Out. The tide sucks away, leaving offerings in its wake, a glistening rope of seaweed, pieces of shell pearled as bone. She grits her teeth, but the pain rips through her, a bright, shocking thing. And the next breath is a scream. Another contraction, her cry swallowed by the thundering waves. She knows she is safe in her dark cave, with its slick rocks and its steady drip of salt. But the sea is hungry, and it must be fed. She places a shaking hand between her legs, feels the baby's skull with its bloodied call. Now. She lifts the fabric of her dress, bunching it into her mouth, biting down hard on the cloth, her body gathering itself together. One more push, and she howls, her body split open until it is empty, spent, and the child is in her arms. She touches the tiny starfish hands, the half-closed eyes, the shell-pink lips. She allows herself this one precious moment, and then she rises, trembling,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?